you everybody for joining us today for our webinar. We have Renee Hoge with us with the National Restaurant Association, and she's going to be reviewing with us the free resources that the National Restaurant Association has been providing, along with some of the free resources the American Hotel and Lodging Association has available to our industry during this time. With that being said, we ask that everybody mute their lines during the presentation, and we'll use the chat feature at the end for any questions for Renee. We will be recording this, so you will get a recording of this to share afterwards too. And with that being said, Renee, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Hope. And hello, everyone. As mentioned, my name's Renee Hoge, and I'm with the National Restaurant Association. I'm the Association Sales Manager for Regional Accounts in the Northeast. And for many of you, probably your ServSafe point person. I've been invited to provide an overview of what the association's doing to both support the restaurant and hospitality industry, operators, and its workforce during this pandemic. And obviously, ours is the first industry to have our business practices limited, first by social distancing, followed by a shutdown of the dining room. So this resulted in a nation shift on the restaurant side, from providing on-site service to focusing on delivery and takeout. And as seen here, we've taken a two-pronged approach to the crisis. The association's DC office works with leaders on Capitol Hill, as well as the state level, creating plans to ensure that the industry is going to have what's necessary to recover. We identified three main things that are needed. Immediate access to capital. CARES Act was a good start for that. Short and midterm loans, as well as tax credits and incentives once we're back all open. In addition, the Ed Foundation has launched the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund to support U.S. restaurant workers who are financially impacted by COVID-19. 100% of these donations is going directly to restaurant workers in need, and you can apply online for this one-time $500 check to be used for daily functions, whether that's housing, transportation, childcare, groceries. And to apply, you would go to rerf.us. These and other industry-focused resources can also be found, as you can see in the lower left corner there, at restaurant.org/COVID-19. Now, our second-pronged approach on that operator workforce focus is geared towards providing the tools and resources that are needed both now as well as in the future. And I'm going to center today's presentation on this half of the approach because it's where I'm personally involved. These resources are located, as you can see on the right-hand side, at servsafe.com/free courses. Next slide. I'd like to start by focusing on our restaurant-specific initiatives, and then we'll transition to those free career workforce development for the hospitality industry as well. As you all know, food service follows strict public health guidelines regarding food safety, sanitation, and hygiene. And as the industry faces these ongoing challenges with COVID-19, ServSafe remains dedicated to helping everyone stay safe with critical food safety training and education. Now, these safety requirements apply to prepared food for takeout and delivery, as well as it does inside the restaurant. And with this in mind, we released 2 new free training videos for the industry and its workforce. And we did this back on March 25th to reinforce practices to keep food and employees safe during the coronavirus outbreak. ServSafe Takeout highlights food safety measures restaurant workers should be employing now. And ServSafe Delivery highlights food safety measures for delivery people who are out working with the public. Now, each module runs about 10 minutes, so it's easy for those restaurant workers or delivery workers that are currently still working their shifts to view during the shift. Or if they're currently furloughed, they're welcome to view it at home. Both modules are offered online at servsafe.com and can be completed on demand. I thought I'd throw out a few industry statistics so you can see how much traction we've already gotten with this program. Since its launch, the videos, as of last week, already had 65,000 people register. That number is probably closer to about 70,000 now. of which 51,000 already had started taking them and 44,000 had earned their record of training. In addition, to support restaurant workers on the front line, for the first time ever, the association made its ASTM accredited ServSafe food handler online training program a free without charge as well. These are for workers who wish to attain their certificate or just refresh their knowledge. As of last week, which was 2 weeks into the program, 40,000 people have uploaded the food handler course. Now, to give you some perspective, total 2019 April sales was only 39,000. Now, in addition, to help support students with expiring certifications, the association also met with ANSI, and that's the American National Standards Institute. It's our certification governing body. We requested an extension of our manager certifications. And due to social distancing mandates, ServSafe certifications nearing their end date had been granted an extra 60 days. Now, our marketing department is going to be sending out notifications to those who are eligible directly, and they'll be doing that shortly. Next slide. I wanted to provide you a snapshot of the homepage on our servsafe.com website. It's important to click Learn More or Get Updates to be directed to the free training as well as the free COVID-19 resources. As the leading food safety training content provider, ServSafe had to pivot in a variety of directions with the implementation of CDC safety guidelines and instructor proctor network. So traditionally, 50% of our manager exams are all conducted in a classroom with upwards of 35 people in a room. As such, ServSafe classroom guidance docs and coronavirus FUQs were developed to promote public welfare. So those are some of the resources you're going to find on our website on that homepage. In addition, you can find things such as CDC updates, webinars, posters, and infographics for some additional information, once again, by hitting Learn More. Now, what's pictured here is something that I wanted to walk through in particular. So before moving on to career development, I wanted to highlight the process for uploading our complimentary food handler training from our website, because a couple people have been running into a little bit of confusion about it. So upon logging into www.servsafe.com, you're simply going to follow these prompts outlined here, steps 1 through 5, from our website. Now, it's important to note that you're not going to be charged via this pathway for food handler. Now, an individual could be charged if he attempts or she attempts to access the course through the traditional purchasing procedure. So you want to make sure that step 1, where you're seeing that Learn More to click, you click there first. And then you'll proceed right from there to avoid this from happening. Next slide. Now I'm going to shift gears to career development, and we wanted to help our dedicated professional workforce position themselves for career opportunities that are going to be available when the industry reopens its doors. So in May of 2019, the association launched its newest restaurant advocacy effort, and it's dubbed Serve Success, which is a career workforce development program that's designed to attract, upskill, and retain more talent in the restaurant industry. Now, to do this, Serve Success offers credentialing pathways to help employees who aspire to make their restaurant and hospitality careers in any place, rather than just a starting point. It also gives employers an SOP gateway of best practices that can be either used lump sum or in part to complement their own current training methods. Now, the association launched free Serve Success Restaurant Professional and Restaurant Supervisor Learning Suite instruction on April 1st. As of last week, 2,300 total free learning suites have been uploaded, with slightly over 50% of the people electing to take both the Restaurant Professional and the Restaurant Learning Suites. And to just gauge a value behind that, that Restaurant Professional suite typically retails at $90. The Restaurant Supervisor typically retails at $180. While making these career-focused training resources available during the crisis, we're hoping to reinforce our support of our talented workforce, because we truly believe that they and the industry are going to come back from this strong and resilient. Next slide. Here's just an overview of what Serve Success is in its entirety. As mentioned, the online learning suites are what's being available free to you through April 30th, but we also have interactive study guides, professional exams as well. All of these are designed to enhance and validate the knowledge and abilities of working industry professionals. The goal of Serve Success is to fight against the negative perception that our industry only offers entry-level jobs rather than professional career roles. Now, to do this, Serve Success focuses on 3 core levels of professional development. We start with the basics and then add in managerial content. It's composed of 18 total courses, all created by industry experts that are aligned to professional certifications. Restaurant professionals designed for that frontline hourly position, such as a cook, a server, hosts, and those that lead them. Restaurant supervisor focuses on new and emerging managers, such as team leaders, shift leaders, assistant managers. Then there's restaurant manager, who's geared towards departmental managers, such as a front of house or back of house manager, a service manager, or even a GM. Now, pictured here on this slide are our restaurant professional and supervisor learning suites, as this is the content that's currently available for free through the April 30th. Now, as you see to the right there, Serve Success's learning is also organized into bite-sized modules. We did that to support the knowledge base that industry experts have indicated that's important for skill mastery. As you can see, it's broken down into even smaller segments, so you can start and stop as your time allows. Next slide. Now, please note, while the professional and supervisor learning suites are included in the free offer, certified exams are not. And while this review can assist in the preparation for those exams, training completion doesn't qualify a candidate to sit for them. Work experience, prior learning, and a character reference are the 3 prerequisites that are key to being fulfilled before someone can sit and earn that certification. Now, in order to qualify as a candidate to sit for the Serve Success exam, an applicant is going to need to do a couple of things. First, you're going to have to select the appropriate level of training exam based on your career level. Second, you're going to need to review and ensure you meet the prereqs, and pictured here are what those entail. Then you're going to need to gather the validating documentation to prove your qualifications, whether that's a resume in addition to required certification. And then you can move on to purchasing the exam, completing the application, and upon approval, you can connect with a local registered proctor, in which the PRLA, I believe, is Serve Success Proctors. And then finally, you can sit for that exam. Next slide. Our 3 online exams consist of 100 multiple choice questions and are taken in a scheduled exam session monitored by proctors. So for reference sake, it would be like our manager exam. They're developed to set the bar for the restaurant experience, knowledge, and certification. Also, like manager, certifications are going to expire after 5 years, and we're currently pursuing our accreditation. Next slide. Now, as mentioned at the beginning, we kind of have a 2-pronged approach with supporting the operator workforce segment, first being restaurant, second being hospitality. We had purchased AHLEI as an association, and as such are offering the opportunity for lodging professionals to make good use of their time, even whether they're at home or in between shifts, to help advance their hospitality careers and bring them to the next level. So like Serve Success, the rest is for the restaurant industry, AHLEI offers professional development that's suitable for hotel level employees. Pictured here are 3 complementary programs that are available to the industry through April 30th. Supervisory Skill Builders, the first one to the left, presents the essential skills that help supervisors contribute to the success of a hospitality establishment. there's 9 modules that offer skill development for key areas, including conflict management, staffing, scheduling, communication, and team building. This training is suitable for entry level as well as supervisors. And supervisory skill builders can assist with the preparation of the Certified Hospitality Supervisor exam. Once again, training completion doesn't qualify you to actually sit for the CHS certification. It's time and position and other prereqs that must be fulfilled along with an application to sit for that exam. Now, Hospitality Manager Leadership is the first in our Hospitality Manager training series. This course helps new and existing, as well as potential managers, learn how to lead a team by building positive workplace culture, aligning day-to-day operations, and focusing on organizational goals. It uses emotional intelligence to connect with employees as well as more. Training is suitable both for entry-level hospitality employees as well as supervisors and GMs. And this program is designed to upskill, offering a certificate of completion at the end. And then there's Certified Hotel Administrator, or CHA. Training reviews the necessary knowledge essential to overseeing functional areas in the hospitality establishment. So that would be a GM or operations executive. Module topics include room and financial management, human resources, sales, marketing, and more. Now, this training is suitable for hospitality supervisors as well as general managers. Once again, like Serve Success, the CHA instruction is included free in this offer, but not the actual certification exam. And while the review can assist with the preparation of that exam, training completion doesn't qualify a candidate to actually sit for it. Once again, it's time and position and other prerequisites that must be fulfilled in order to be submitted for sitting for the exam. Now, pictured here is a snapshot of the content for each training program. Supervisory Skill Builders is a 9-course suite. Each has an interactive course that's 2 hours in length and includes a quiz to check for understanding. Once quizzes are passed, the learner receives a course completion certificate through the learning management system. There's 10 questions per quiz, and 70% is the passing score. Hospitality Manager Leadership is a 2.5-hour course that's made up of 9 modules. Now, the 8 main modules each include a quiz. And upon passing all quizzes, the learners receive a course completion certificate through the LMS. There's 5 questions per quiz, and a 70% is once again the passing score. And finally, the CHA online review is made up of 7 modules. All have a quiz there. Learners can access their quiz scores via the gradebook to capture a record of training. There's 30 questions per quiz, and once again, 70% is the passing score. I wanted to give you a scope as to how this has been adopted so far in our industry as of its launch in April 1st. So since that time, 1,500 supervisory skill builder enrollments have been made, which for perspective is double the total number of enrollments since the program launched in 2017. 1,700 hospitality manager leadership courses have been uploaded, which is up 1,050% since its launch in 2019. And 1,200 certified hotel administrator review course enrollments have been elected, which is almost the same number that's been sold since 2016. All of this free training that I've been talking about on the hospitality side is accessible via the HLEI's Learn platform. So in order to enroll in these courses, please visit ahlei.org/free-training and follow the instructions. Learners may enroll for any or all of these courses. The instruction includes steps to log in to learn or to create a new account if you don't already have one. A learner will then be able to return to the landing page to access enrollment links for each course, as well as to locate how-to guides and FAQs. Next slide. The food service hospitality industry has always been a major domestic economic driver, with restaurants employing 10% of the US workforce alone, or about 15.6 million people at the beginning of the national health crisis. Our projected year-end sales are were $899 billion at that time. As such, our industry plays a very important part in the food supply chain, which is why the association's taken these advocacy efforts to support it, both from a food safety as well as career development perspective. Now I'd like to take a moment to see if anybody has any questions regarding today's presentation.
And feel free to use the chat feature to ask the questions, or you know, however you feel comfortable, but we'll read them out and Renee will address them.
Thanks, Hope.
Sure. And again, I mean, if you don't have questions at this time, I mean, Renee and myself are always available to help you as you get into the training, and if you have more questions regarding it. I think one thing to remember too is, even though you get the training, like you sign up for the training, it doesn't have to be completed by April 30th. Is that correct, Renee?
Correct. That's a very good point to make. So our courses for food handler, once you upload the course, once you launch it, you've got 60 days in which to complete it. But if you upload it onto your profile, you've got a whole year in which to launch it. Same goes true with Serve Success. The difference being that once you officially launch the Serve Success course, you have 90 days to complete it. So it's more in line with Manager as far as that goes. And those COVID-19 resources on takeout and delivery are available on demand. So there's no expiration on those.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like we have any questions. I really appreciate everybody taking time to get on the call, and Renee for taking time to present this information. I know we've been putting it out there, but sometimes it's nice to visually see what's available and how easy it is to download the information. You know, get the training going for yourself or for your employees that may be furloughed at this time.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, Hope, to put it all out there. As you can see here, here's my contact info, so please feel free to reach out. I'm a Pennsylvania resident as well, so cell phone is best.
Great. Well, thank you, Renee. Thank you, everybody. We will get a recording of this out to all. And if you have questions, though, please take Renee's email down, or mine, hsterner@prla.org, and we can help you navigate through these programs. Everybody have a safe day and have a good week. Thanks, Renee. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.